let's take a look at how powerful the money management sheet is, right? So we have our initial starting equity of $10,000. We have the ending equity of $15,780. And this is by, the reason I put in 20 pips a day is because we've all heard that in the beginning, right? Just win 20 pips a day in the Forex market and you will eventually be rich. Have you ever heard that? I remember when I was starting out, I did these calculations on my own, I admit that. So I calculated if I win 20 pips a day, I trade 5 days a week, and then you just calculate 5 times 4, because 4 weeks, that's 20. 20 times 20, that's 400. That's 400 pips a month, right? And you can trade one lot and you will get $400 extra in your bank account each month, right? Simple math. That's the reason I'm using the 20s, and of course this is just bogus default numbers. You will put in your exact numbers right here, but we can use this just to see how powerful the money management system is. So with a super conservative, or not super, just a really conservative delta of 5,000, we start out with $10,000 and we end the year in 15,900, right? Fine, that's a nice return on our investment. But let's take a look at this one, and we change it's 59% gain, right? And that's fantastic. 60% in 1 year. It's fantastic returns, right? But if we want to change the delta, so remember when I said the lower we go, the more aggressive we are, right? So if we change the delta to 2,000, see what happens to the numbers. Boom, we gain $29,740 over the same period. Nothing has changed. We're still gaining 20 pips a day, right? The only thing that's changed is, remember, we went 146 days without increasing in units. Now we increase in units on day 51, right? That's the only thing that's different. And that's money management. The money management is nothing more than increase and decrease in units or lot sizes. That's it. And of course we have some calculations behind it, but in essence, that's what money management is. The money management spreadsheet will tell you when you should increase or decrease your lot sizes, right? So if we want to get super aggressive, let's change this to 1,000 and look at the numbers. $68,480, right? We have 585% return on our starting equity. On our $10,000 starting equity will become, or became, if we keep winning 20 pips a day, $68,480, right? Versus, let's take a look at the no money management. Starting capital, $10,000. End of the year, $13,740, right? Versus the 68,000. And of course, this is for example's sake, and this is not realistic numbers, guys. Don't take your socks off, right? But this is nevertheless the power of the spreadsheet and the power of money management, right? So just by changing one number, all right, let's do something crazy right now. I'm gonna change another number. So we are super duper aggressive traders with a delta of 1000. What happens if we change the initial units? We double the risk. Let's change it to 2. Let's see what that does for us. All same numbers, we have the same starting equity, we gain the 20 pips a day, right? Easiest thing in the world. Boom. 81,440. 740% change in equity, right? That is massive results. Can we go any further? Let's change it to 500. Boom, 178,340 bucks. Right, 1,683% change on our initial 10,000 starting equity. How crazy is this? Right, and the numbers are still the same. We have the same 10,000 bucks when to start out with, and the same 20 pips a day. Right, this is of course assuming we never lose, and we always gain 20 pips a day. So let's go into week number, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go into week 8 and let's pretend that something happens in week 8. We lose, let's say we lose 150 pips. A massive loss, right? To our 20 pip gain every day. What happens? Well, we go from, what's this, 17,260 to $14,000 in one trade. And you must ask yourself, do I handle losing $3,000 or almost $4,000 in one trade, right? And then that's when the delta comes into play and you know, yanks you back down to earth, right? Because it's all sunshine and rainbows when the numbers are all plus. But when I hit that minus, right? This is $4,500 to be exact, right? That's a lot of money to lose on a single trade, right? So let's get back to the conservative side of things. Let's go back to a 5,000 delta, right? We come back down to earth. Starting equity is 10,000, or ending equity is $21,860. Fantastic results over the trading year. And let's take a look at our loser. We lost the 150 right here, and we lost 300 bucks, right? In retrospect, is that something you could more handle than the 4,500 bucks you lose, right? So it's just a matter of playing with the numbers. So nothing, like I've said, nothing's changed. Same starting, we have the same pips. But of course, if you get realistic, this is not going to happen. Please do not expect you to win 20 pips a day, and that's gonna be your life. Just 20 pips a day, and the only thing you need to do is change the delta, and you're gonna be a millionaire overnight, right? So of course you will have your profits and you will have your losses. I have never heard of anyone maintaining this 20 pip bullshit calculation strategy. So like everything that's not everything, like some things on the internet from the scammers out there, this is not realistic, right? This is a demo, and this is for your training purposes only, right? This is for you to see how the money management works, and guys, you will just place in your backtesting results, right? When you're done. That's just as simple as that. Do you want to know how much your system or your strategy provides with the money management system? Just plug it into the sheet and play around with the numbers, right? Find what you are comfortable with. If you are a super aggressive person, you know, trade the 2000 delta, fine. But you're going to be, you have to handle, if you lose 150, you're going to handle losing 600 bucks. If that's something that you can handle, great. Trade the 2000 delta. You can trade this 3000, 3500. You can do literally whatever. Change the initial units, right? We can also do this. Let's do something really unrealistic. Just for all the guys, I'm going to make a video on and I'm gonna name it "How to Gain Millions" something, because there's a lot of people out there that just make money off their whole life, or their whole gain of money in life is just ripping other people off, and that's I mean, so immoral. I can't even talk about it. But nevertheless, I'm gonna show you how it's done, right? So starting equity 10,000 bucks, delta 500, super aggressive, initial units 6, right? From 10,000 bucks, I have gained $207,520 in the same time period, right? Initial units 12, $238,000. Can you see how people can be manipulated into believing such a thing just by writing it on a spreadsheet, right? Because they refuse to see that if they lose 150 in pips, they're going to lose $8,000. But wait, what if they lose, let's say 150, let's say 100, let's say 200, let's say 150. It's not uncommon to lose 6 trades in a row, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make it 6 trades in a row, right? And that's just that's not uncommon in the Forex market. You are going to be losing 6 trades in a row, right? So let's take a look at the graph. So you went from $10,000 to $33,000, and then you hit your 6. By the way, these are only 6 trades. Then you hit your 6th trade losing streak, and you went to 8,000. So ask yourself, is this something you can handle, right? So you went from 200 or something thousand to 55, and that's assuming that these 6 losers are only the trades you lose, right? So please, guys, be realistic when it comes to expecting something in the Forex market. And I'm not trying to be negative, right? of course, this is made for you to maximize your profits, right? But you will have to be able to have to be able to accept and realize that losses is something that's part of trading, and you will have to accept those losses, and you will have to make up your own mind for how you're going to deal with the losses, right? So if your heart keeps beating or pounding when you lose, right, you've got that anger, then you might want to ask yourself, maybe I'm risking too much, right? Maybe I need to take my delta to a higher level, be more conservative, right? Maybe I need to just take my units down a little bit so I don't get so excited when I'm trading, right? You won't win as much, right, in dollars, but you won't be getting a heart attack either from trading, right? So that's important. These are important things you need to ask yourself and actually have a conversation with yourself on how you are going to trade and how you're going to deal with the things that the Forex market offers.